Hi guys, just a very quick video, spur of the moment, unscripted, to basically let those of you Mac users and perhaps non-Mac users that don't know, to actually let you know that the Mac App Store that was coming to the Mac is now officially launched. I'm just going to try and take you through it very, very quickly, very briefly, which should be easy because there isn't that much to it at the moment. As I say, it's now launched. The Apple.com download site is now pretty much dead. There's a couple of bits and bobs there, but you see where you had your selecting your softwares and stuff, it's all been taken off now. It was basically the App Store, it was released in an update, in a OS 10 update, as I say, so it's considered an integrated part of the operating system. It's like if you went to the Apple menu here before, and you clicked, you get your software update, and then underneath you get Mac OS 10 software, and you notice that's gone now, it's been replaced by an App Store link, although by default your App Store icon will be here in your dock. So let's open it up and quickly go through it. This is the page you're first greeted with. The biggest advertised apps here is iLife 11, and then there's a few other ads that go through there, and then iWork. Now, if you go to any of these applications, let me just see if I can take you on there. If you look, they're not sold as an Office package, which could actually be seen as a pretty good thing. I mean, I'm not sure if the combined price is about the same as the Office package would have been, but basically for each separate app, it's a reasonably affordable price of $11.99 for each one, for Pages, Keynote and Numbers. It might be worth letting you know that Microsoft Office for Mac is not in the App Store, so Microsoft have not embraced this, and they've separated themselves quite a bit, which might see a lot more downloads of iWork, to be honest, because I think it's very, very useful that they've separated the apps like this, as I say, so you can download each individual one, because there would be some people that might not be able to afford to fork out for the entire Office suite and might only want the word processor, for example, or some that might only want Keynote and use Microsoft Office for everything else, and this makes it more easy and more affordable for them. Now, I've already tried downloading apps, and it is lightning fast. It is very fast, very easy. I mean, you thought the old click and drag method was a fast way of installing your apps. Well, the App Store is even faster. I mean, I'll try and show you this. There's an app that I downloaded here, but I'm going to get rid of it now. I'm going to uninstall this, if you just bear with me. I'm going to uninstall this app. Just bear with me. I need to authenticate. Bloody thing. Hopefully I still won't go over time, because I haven't got that much that I need to show you, I don't think. Okay, I've removed the app. Right, now, just to show you, Twitter have their own client on here, free of charge of course. They have their own desktop client for Mac now, called basically Twitter for Mac. It is actually by Twitter, so it is actually an official app. So far there's 5 ratings for this app already. As I say, this happened quite quick. It wasn't here when I looked last time, I don't believe. 3 people rated it 5 stars, 2 people have rated it 4, but no low ratings. You see, it's rated pretty high. I'm not going to take you through the actual app itself, just the installation. Now, I want to install this, so all I have to do is just click this button where it says free. Just click it once. The first time you do this, by the way, it will ask for your Apple ID, which is same as your iTunes Store login. Just put that in, agree to the license agreement, and any time in future that you want to purchase and download apps, or just download and install them if they're free, just click the button here. It will have a price on if it's priced. Now watch. Oh, it's asking for me to confirm my password, my mistake. Now let me just put that in. Right, that's it. I've entered the password. Look, click in now, and then let's see how fast it installs. You watch. 1, 2, 3. Jump to the dock, downloading, and that bounce means it's installed. How fast that was. Now that was faster and easier than the evil single click and drag method. Faster than any Linux repository I've ever used in my lifetime. It's the fastest method I've ever seen. Now this Twitter for Mac client, I thought that Twitter had purchased Tweety, and I know that Tweety is available, in elsewhere in other places, but I've not seen this Twitter for Mac before. So I'm thinking that they launched it with the App Store to coincide with the App Store, as I say. I'm not going to show you it now because I don't want to go over time and because this video is just for the App Store. But that all being said, let me close this and restart it just to get back to the home page of it. Now, in time for my review on the store. I think the way things work on here is very good, very smart. However, my only downside at the moment is most of the existing Mac application designers, that will design, apps, for example, like, web browsers for the Mac, or the Clean My Mac app, or 1Password, or various things like that. They have not yet embraced the Mac App Store. So while their app might have been hosted on the Apple Download site, what they haven't done, which I think is a stupid move on their part, as I say, no offence to them, but I do think it's a stupid move, they have not embraced the App Store. So the thing is now, those that were finding them apps from the Apple Downloads website, they are not going to find them anymore because that is gone. That is wiped out. Apple warned them and now it's gone. They have not yet embraced the App Store, as I say, so I don't know whether they're struggling to get started or whether they're refusing to use it, but they're not embraced the App Store. Most of the apps that I find on here are completely new apps, Apple existing apps, or iOS apps, which most of them are, I believe, that have basically been ported over. Like some people were saying that Angry Birds was a popular game on iOS devices. As I say, some people predicted that it would be ported to Mac, and it has been with the App Store. And it seems to me like maybe a lot of other iOS designers have actually embraced this and started this, and have brought their apps to the Mac App Store. But no actual existing Mac app designers have brought their apps to the Mac Store yet. It might be early days because it's only just been released, and they might actually still release their apps on here. But until they do, the App Store is relatively useless because there's only a couple of little gimmicky apps and stuff besides the Apple official ones that are actually on here. Just before I go as well, might be worth noting, you've got your tabs here to separate like different sections, like you've got your featured, you've got your top charts, you've got categories, so you can search by category if you don't know exactly what you're after, but you know the kind of thing you're after. You've got your list of purchases here, so basically you can select that tab on any other Mac you own and download and install the same apps, even if they're paid apps, for that Mac, and you won't have to buy them again. If you've done a total reinstall of your current Mac, you can re-download and install your apps at no extra cost. And then here we've got the update tab, which will tell you if there's updates to any of your apps. The only thing I don't like about that is the App Store doesn't run in the background it's not integrated with software update as far as I know. So the only way you could check for updates for your apps is by actually opening the App Store and frequently visiting the Updates tab. And then you're going to have to try and figure how often you want to check the Updates tab. So, all in all, to summarise, the idea, the concept of the Mac App Store and how it behaves, my review on that, absolutely fantastic. I think this could be a really great way for Mac app traders and whatever. I think they should all embrace this because it is a very fast, insanely simple way of installing apps. It's absolutely incredible. My downside, the negative, the con of the review is that no existing Mac app developers seem to have embraced this yet. They're not hosting their apps on here. Now, obviously, if the iOS developers and whatever have managed to get their apps on there, then obviously the existing Mac developers could have got their apps on there already. As I say, they'd have sold way more. They'd have got way more downloads of their apps because if you think about it, the App Store's only just been released. People are gonna be all over it. Looking all over it, exploring it and stuff, and downloading new apps like the hotcakes or whatever. As I say, just going crazy with it. Now, if designers, programs like Clean My Map, 1Password, and web browsers, various other softwares and whatnot. If they'd already embraced this, they'd have got way more downloads already. I just don't think there's enough on there at the moment. As I say, that's my negative. My positive is everything else about it. It's a fantastic app. So that's all I have to say on the matter for now. This is Jay Radar. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.